All right, everyone. I am in the town of Celeste, Texas. Oh, and by the way, I'm not by myself today.
Hi, I'm here too.
This is my daughter, Audrey. She's going to be with me on this video. Like I said, we are in the town of Celeste, Texas. Here's a map. Show you where we're at. Outside of Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that one is so cute.
Yeah, cat sighting. Got it quick today.
Come here.
Cat sighting acquired. And they're hanging out near this really cool mural in Celeste. Do you know what Celeste means? The origin of the word?
I mean, like celestial, right? I would imagine it means sun.
No, it's Spanish. It means blue sky or sky blue.
Well, I was close. Celestial. I guess soul would be sun, but...
Yeah. But the town was named after a railroad exec's wife. This was a railroad town back in the day. That's how it got founded. See, this cat kind of wants to hang out with us.
I know.
Doesn't have a collar, does it?
No.
You think it's a stray?
They're well-fed strays, for sure.
Well, let's take a look at this mostly abandoned downtown. Now you can see a lot of this downtown is empty. Here's the population history. Peak population was in 1920. There are a little over 1,000 people. And today there are right at 800. That's actually not a lot over 100 years. Town's kind of hanging around.
Yeah.
Median age is 28. Now that surprised me. That is really young. For the US, it's 39. So, yeah, this is a very young town. I mean, one of the youngest I've ever been to. 52% of the town is female, 48% male. Now here's the ethnic breakdown. 76% white, 14% Hispanic, 1% black. The remaining is mixed race. Yeah, these are great old buildings here.
Yeah, they are super cool.
Now here's where the numbers get really interesting. Median household income here is $45,500 a year. That's $875 a week. Now, do you know what that number means?
I mean, that's how much they have to live on, right?
Right. So it's everybody in a household,
Right.
15 years of age and older, their combined incomes. It's $875 a week here. 3.1 people per household. Female-led households, 48%, which is an unusually high number too. Almost half the town has got a female head of household. Only 3% male. So why would that be, do you think? Why would you think?
I mean, I thought about a couple things. Well, when we first started talking about it, and you mentioned that to me, I almost wondered, like, is this an area where men travel for work often? You know, I mean, we do live in an area where people do, like, oil fields and stuff, but I guess they would still be considered, like, male heads of the household, so I don't know that that counts. That was my initial thought, but I suppose for, like, tax purposes and census purposes, they would still be heads of the household, so.
Yeah. Pretty cool mural over here, huh? Bunch of cowboy boots.
It's very quintessentially Texas. It looks new, though.
Yeah.
Unless they add on to it every year, maybe?
I would think maybe the local high school kids probably did it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's head back into this downtown. Now, as you can probably guess, poverty's pretty high. Here it is, 23.5% overall. School-age children, 33%. So 3 out of every 10 kids here live in poverty. 65 and older, it's 15%. Those numbers are all twice higher, a little over, than the U.S. But is cost of living low? Is that why? And here's the index. Cost of living is a 94. So it's a little bit low, but not super low. Healthcare is a 110, housing is a 55. So housing here is 45% lower than the rest of the country. A number that really stuck out, though, is people here with a college degree. Only 5% of the people who live here have a college degree. That compares to 36% for the U.S. Now, what do you think that means?
I mean, I actually kind of think it could very well relate to what I was talking about earlier when I was thinking about the female heads of household.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes, like, college degrees also will correlate with the types of business in the area.
Well, that's probably one of the reasons. Another reason is the kids grow up here, go to college, and they don't come back.
That's fair.
Now, usually when that happens, the town is older. The odd thing is this town is a very young town.
Do you know if
Let's see what's in here. Yeah.
we were talking about how the metropolitan area is growing, and so we're seeing more sprawl from it, like as new places develop. Do you know if? I guess not, because you said that the population has stayed pretty stagnant. I was thinking maybe younger families are moving out here.
Yeah. Well, no, the town is not growing.
Yeah.
It's just kind of hanging around at 800 people, 900 to 800 people. These numbers for this town are really kind of fascinating. Super young town. It's not growing. Hardly anybody with college education here. Just they're unusual numbers. High percentage of female-led households. It's just when I pulled the numbers, I was like, wow. Anyway, you guys watching, you can, of course, comment with your analysis. What do you think?
I will say that it seems like there's, I mean, we're not seeing it as much in the businesses and the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to, like the one we just passed by has bricks and there's cords, and maybe they're starting to remodel in there.
Yeah.
But you can see in little things like the murals everywhere, those are new.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're trying to brighten up the town and reinvigorate it in a way.
Could be.
Well, you know, and that's something that I feel like we didn't see in other towns that you and I have done before.
Yeah.
Is we start to see those, I mean, you know, great murals that are starting to fade as they do because sun and time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I love that old downtown, though.
Yeah.
It's got incredible potential. And, you know, when the Dallas area grows up into here, the metro, you know, they'll fix all that up. Well, you ever heard of a guy named Audie Murphy?
No.
He was born near here. He is the most decorated soldier in U.S. history. Specifically World War II. I think we're going to run down there and check out his... it's got a monument, I think, real close to here. Well, we'll check it out. But anyway, now that we've taken a look at this downtown, let's go take a look at a couple neighborhoods real quick, and then we'll go see that Audie Murphy place, the monument. All right?
All right.
All right, well, we are in a neighborhood here. Town of 800 people. There's really just a couple of streets. Not a lot. You can see Halloween is fully in swing. Yeah, look at that big monster. I like that.
I love the 12-foot, like, skeletons and things like that people are doing now.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Was that somebody's house at one time? Very small.
At one point.
Almost looks like it's just really I don't know, just a shed, but I guess that was a house, a little small one.
Yeah.
Well, the median home value here is, what did I say it was? 116,000?
Yeah.
Let me get my card out here. 116,700. I had to take a closer look at this house. That is really an interesting looking place. Now, another number that sticks out a little bit here is the crime rate. A lot higher than I thought it would be. Crime rate here is 41 incidents per 1,000 people. And that compares to 23 for the U.S. So crime here is almost twice higher than it is in the country altogether. All right, so right here on the edge of town, they have a memorial for Audie Murphy. He wasn't not only a soldier, a decorated soldier, he was also an actor. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Now let's see what it says here. Audie Murphy, most decorated soldier in World War II, born 5 miles south of here. 1924, 6th of 9 children. Lived on various farms, went to school through 8th grade in Celeste. Considers Celeste the hometown. Okay. Quit school to support the family, acquired marksmanship skills by hunting to provide food by his 18th birthday. He was rejected by the Marines because of his size. 5 foot 7 inches, 130 pounds. That's a little guy.
Yeah.
He enlisted in the Army while working in Greenville. For unusual courage and bravery, he received 24 decorations, including the U.S. Congressional Medal of Honor, French Legion of Honor, wow, Service Cross, Silver Star. Then he became a successful actor and portrayed himself in a movie called To Hell and Back. How about that? And then he died in a plane crash. That is something, isn't it?
Wow.
You didn't even know about this guy, did you?
I sure didn't.
See, you learned something today. All right, cool. Well, let's head to the next town.
All right.
All right, everyone, we are in Wolfe City. Wolfe City, Texas. Look, they have a Dollar General right here on the edge of downtown. Here's a map. Show you where we're at. Check out some of the cool stuff they got here. Wolfe City Grill. You are always welcome. What do you think of that?
You can tell that if that... Oh, it's not open anymore.
Yes, it's not open.
That's disappointing. You know that at some point in time, this diner was great.
You know it was great, and you know what else? I want that sign.
It is a cool sign.
I want that for my man cave. People who are watching, they know all about my man cave desires.
Your theoretical man cave?
That would look great.
It would.
In the man cave. That is a fantastic sign. I love it. Doesn't look like business was fantastic for the place, though. Because it is, yeah, it is.
Looks like it's just storage now.
Yeah, it's empty.
But look, you can tell. It was great in there at one point.
It was. Well, let's take a look at this downtown. Population, well, here's the census history. 1920, just like the last time, was peak population. 1859, about 1,400 people here now. Love this old Coca-Cola mural. That is great. Booth Theater. Was that a theater, do you think?
We can go look in it.
Yeah, we'll go take a look here real quick.
Maybe just like one screen or two.
Let's see what's down the street. It's kind of a quaint downtown. See the brick, I guess the brick instead of concrete.
Yeah.
I like that. And the first thing you notice when you get out of the car is they have a PA system playing country music. I don't know if you can hear that, those of you watching. And that is a great mural. That is so cool. Looks like there's a little bit of life here downtown, though. Median age of this town is 41. Now that's more what you would expect. A little bit older than the U.S. of 39. 52% female, 48% male. So that's pretty normal. Here's the ethnic breakdown. Let's do that real quick. 79% white, 9% Hispanic, 9% black. The remaining are mixed race. Anyway, let's do median household income. $46,378 a year, $892 a week, 2.4 people per household. I wonder what this was. Drugs. So this is a drugstore, it looks like, probably, huh? Can we see inside?
I don't know that I like
that
that kind of ominous snowman inside.
Now, see, I like him.
He's a little ominous.
That's what I like. Poverty, 17.6%. School-age children, 23%. Folks 65 and older, 7%. Those are a little bit better numbers. For retired people, that's actually a really low number. Cost of living, here's the index, it's a 94. Some of the numbers are kind of high. Goods and services, 121. Healthcare is 110. Utilities is 115. Dang. That's high. Housing's 55 though, 45% lower, so that's what's bringing everything down. Well, in addition to that, Dollar General looks like they have an actual grocery store. It's right there, right here in downtown.
Yeah. And there's a little pizza place inside.
Yeah. Here, let's be quiet for a second. Hear that country music? Yeah. That's kind of a nice feature to the town. They have music playing all the time. There's a speaker right there. Isn't that cool?
I think it'll be cool for the duration of time we're here. I don't know about living my day-to-day life.
Well, how often are you going to be downtown then?
I mean,
It's nice that there's some music. You don't think?
that's fair.
Yeah. Wolfe City. Pretty cool mural. They have what looks like a museum here. Check out these cars. That one's an antique there. Some of these can be worth huge sums of money, the antique ones. I used to look, about hit something. I used to look for them when I was, much younger, 20 years younger. I used to comb, when you're a baby, I used to comb garage sales and stuff, trying to find these exact things. Huh. So I was going to try to collect them, but it could be hard to find them. Yeah, that one's really old.
I wonder if they refurbish them too. Look.
I don't know. Look.
There's some stuff in there that.
Yeah? I got one on the wall here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the museum extends over to here too. How about that?
Huh. Pedal Car Alley.
Yeah. That's quite a collection of these.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of beautiful decay here. What do you think that used to be?
I mean, it all looks like warehouses now. Like maybe the store part of whatever this paints place was.
That says paints, Minnesota Paints. Now this right up here looks like it could be a community center of some sort. Yeah, what do you think?
Let me see if I can read. I can't.
Welcome.
We're glad you're here.
Glad you're here, yeah. And then right next to it, yeah, what do you think this was?
I don't know. Well, because this says home to me, but I'm not sure what that would have been.
Mm-hmm. It has been sitting there for a long time, though, hasn't it?
Yeah. There's their little public library.
All rusted. What's that? Oh, yeah.
Their library.
Yeah, we have a public library. How about that? What are those?
I don't know.
Somebody's going to have to fill in for us. Because I have no idea.
Are they quails? No, quails aren't that big.
You know, I couldn't tell you what a quail looked like if I saw it.
I probably couldn't identify one, but I know what a cooked quail looks like, you know?
You know what a cooked quail looks like.
Yeah.
A bit different than one that's alive.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know that that's larger than a quail is like.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't, if I saw a quail on the street, I couldn't say that's a quail.
Oh, all right. Crime here is low. Last year they had 14 incidents per 1,000 people. That compares to 23 for the U.S. So crime here is pretty low. Yeah, so I like the town.
Yeah, I think
I like
it's
that
cute.
downtown. The town's median home value here is $115,100. Well, you do see some of this here and there. That house is abandoned. But there's not too many of them. There's quaint little houses here. It's very lived in looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice town. You like this town?
I like this town.
Yeah, I do too. Well, all right. Got one more town to show you. It's going to be the most interesting town of all. It's one of my favorite little small towns in Texas. Let's head there now. We are in the town of Honey Grove. Honey Grove, Texas. Looking at this astonishingly beautiful building. I came here probably 2 years ago, maybe longer, and did a video here, but I've always wanted to redo it because I really didn't give the town justice, so I want to now. Honey Grove. What do you think it's called Honey Grove?
I mean, I assumed bee farms.
You think because of what? Bee farms?
Yeah.
No. There are honey trees here and bees naturally everywhere. Or at least there were. You ever heard of Davy Crockett?
Yeah.
Davy Crockett founded this town. Him and another guy.
Hello, remember the Alamo?
Well, I was going to get to that. But yeah, Davy Crockett and another friend of his, what was his name? Samuel Irwin. So they are the ones that came up with the name Honey Grove. And Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier, planned on retiring here. He had property here. This was where he was going to spend his final days. But of course, you know what happened, don't you?
I sure do.
What happened? What happened to Davy Crockett?
He died at the Alamo.
That's right. Davy Crockett died at the Alamo, and I've seen his remains in San Antonio. Now, there's a lot of empty buildings here. Peak population of this town, here's the historical chart, 1920, 2642. Today they're around 1700. That's the third city in a row where population, the peak population was in 1920. Now, can you take a wild guess as to why that probably is? What happened in the late 20s?
The Great Depression? Well, I guess that was the 30s, technically.
Yes, you're right, though. Yeah, the Great Depression.
stock
28 or
market
29 is when
crash,
it
yeah.
started. And all three of these towns that we've just visited were hit, in particularly, really hard by the Great Depression. And that's why you saw the peak populations then. And, of course, they started declining, and they've been declining pretty much ever since. I would guess that this area of town was, what we're looking at now, was probably hopping at the time. But these ruins have been here a long time. You can tell, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of beautiful buildings in this town, though. So we'll head up here and check them out. But let's do some of the numbers. Median age here is 37, so a little younger than the U.S. At 39. 51% male, 49% female. That's pretty normal. Ethnic breakdown, 73% white, 15% black, 10% Hispanic. And a few percent left is mixed race. Median household income, $43,810 a year, $843 a week. 2.5 people per household. Other than that, it's pretty normal. 53% of the town is married. That compares to 50% for the U.S., so that's about the same, right?
Yeah.
Poverty, 14.3. 17 and under, 11%.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, because you said the average house size is 2.5 people, which means either there's a large single population or there's not as many people having kids.
Yeah. Folks 65 and older, it's 5%. All of those numbers are really good. Really low poverty here. And cost of living, here it is, it's a 92. Again, healthcare is 110, utilities 115, a little bit high. Those are high, but housing's 48.
You think that's just supply demand?
I don't know. It's a good question. Crime is low here, though. 10 incidents per 1,000 people last year, compared to 23 for the U.S. So crime here is half what it is in the U.S. in its entirety. This is a place called Eagerly Sought. Looks like it's an antique shop. It's a Sunday morning, so they're not open. It's kind of crazy. You know crime is low when you just leave your product out right here, right out in the open, and not worry about it being stolen, I guess, huh? How about that?
I guess also with like such a small population, someone would recognize that new piece of furniture, you know?
That's true. But somebody from out of town could run in here and
That's
take it. What do you think the town nickname is?
I saw the sign on the way in.
Oh, you already know. The sweetest town in Texas. That's what Honey Grove calls itself. I just think it's really cool that this town was founded by Davy Crockett. The other town founder that founded it with him, Samuel Irwin, got married here, and guess who his minister was that married him and his wife?
Oh, that one I don't know.
Davy Crockett.
Oh, well. You said minister. I thought you to be ordained.
Well, he was an ordained minister, I guess. But yeah, he
Or is that a newer thing?
he conducted the marriage, so that is pretty cool.
That was before you could get ordained online, you know?
Yeah, that's true. There's an empty building here. Yeah, check that out. Greetings from Honey Grove, sweetest town in Texas. Is that what you saw?
Yes.
Oh, you cheated.
I didn't cheat. You drove by it.
Yeah, okay. Looks like that could have been a bank too, huh?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I feel like one thing on the corner is always the bank, and the other is the drugstore.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I remember this building last time I was here.
The vault.
It's really interesting looking. You wonder if it could be saved, but that is such an interesting looking building.
Yeah.
But it looks like some of the turrets are broken off. Wow. That is so cool. Well, we were just a block out of downtown, and we had to stop and take a look at this old gas station. You want to see the gas price? 26 cents a gallon.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Now, I'm old enough to remember gallon or a gas that cost that much. Not you, though. 26 cents on this one, too. So that's probably, 70s, maybe. I remember when gas hit 50 cents a gallon, my parents complaining, "Oh, gas is so expensive."
Yeah. I remember when I could fill up my car for $20, and now I refuse to put anything more into it.
Oh, yeah. We'll go check out this church. We'll drive by it, but yeah, it's got some little hints of Gothic architecture. See the windows?
Yeah.
Those are lancet windows. That's one of the hallmarks of Gothic architecture. You know why they're called that?
Mm-mm.
Because they're designed to look like a lance.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
From medieval era,
Yeah.
medieval times.
Okay.
So anyway, when I was here 2 years ago, they were working on it. It looks like they are still working on it. A work in progress, I guess. That is an interesting looking house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at those big columns. Huh.
But there's
Oh, what do we got? Another cat.
That one's so teeny tiny.
Boy, we'd have a good cat day. It's like a wealth of cats, you know?
That one's like the guardian of this old home.
Yeah, he's the guardian. You're right. Cats everywhere. That's crazy. Now, that is an interesting looking house.
It is.
It's kind of got prairie architecture vibe to it. The flat roof and everything. I definitely like it. There are some beautiful houses here, though.
Those are cool.
Get a look at this one.
Oh, it's for sale.
It is for sale.
705.
705. What street are we on?
Looking.
Yeah, I'd be really curious what they want for this.
We are on 705 Poplar Street.
Poplar?
Yeah.
Poplar?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's 705 Poplar Street. That's for sale. That's like a mansion. So we'll have somebody look that up and let the rest of us know. Cool. You know, I can't help but wonder what it would have been like if Davy Crockett had lived through the Alamo, came back here and retired, and lived out his days. You know, that house would be a museum now.
Yeah, for sure.
But unfortunately, that's something we'll never see. Here's another beautiful house. A lot of beautiful homes here.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, what do you think that used to be?
It looks like some kind of like general store.
A general store?
Yeah.
You could be right. That is kind of beautiful, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is super cool.
Wow. I would totally buy that if I lived here. Oh, what do you think this used to be? Looks like a school, doesn't it?
Like a school or like some, it's definitely some kind of like government facility.
All right, guys, that's the end of this video. Say goodbye to Audrey.
Bye.
Till the next time. Next up, Nicole and I are heading down into southern Texas. Going to see some really way out of the place, way out of the way towns. So it should be fun. That's all coming up next, and so we'll see you then.